My name is Yihan and my partner is Yin. I am responsible for the sort function, the insert function, the delete function, the force delete function, and the print list function. As it is said in the programming requirement, each node of such a list contains a string of length at most 10, a positive integer, and a pointer to the next node of the list. The string is the symbol and the integer is the count. Although I name the count none, but in the following description, I may still call it the count. And continue to the sort function. I do make some difficulties when I write the sort function. I learned how to sort a list from CSDN forum, and I discuss this with my friend Zhang Ying and Chen Yuzhao, but actually we have some divergence of opinions. My logic is quite different from this. My logic is compare the first node and the second node, the first node and the third node, the first node and the fourth node, and so on by using the while at first. If there is no result till there is no next node, continue to compare the second node and the third node, the second node and the fourth node, and so on. If the count in one node is less than the other node compared with it and the two nodes are adjacent, this is the first situation. For example, the second node and the third node. I will use the method in if to exchange them. And if it is a second situation, if they are not adjacent, I will use the method in else to exchange them. And then the insert function, I use the int variable flag to mark whether the string already exists. The string compare function is used to compare two strings. If they are the same, it will return 0. So I compare the string already in the node of the list and the string specified from the beginning by using the string compare function. If they are the same, it means the list contains a node whose symbol is identical to the string specified. And then I set the flag to 0 and increase the count stored in the node and break the while. If not, continue to compare the string in the next node and the string specified. And then, if the list does not contain a node whose symbol is identical to the string specified in the command, the while will stop when the pointer to the next element is none, which means it has already gone through the whole list but no same string is in the list. The flag equals 1 means the string does not exist in the list. Then create a new node and put it on. I use the string copy function to finish this. Copy the string specified in the command to the string in the new node, and set the count stored in the new node to be 1. The new node is inserted at the end of the list. So now the next element of the node used to be the last one is the new node, and the pointer to the next node of the new node is none. At the end of the insert function, I call the sort function to make sure the required order. Then is the print list function. The print list function is very easy. It is used to print the list. It traverses the list from left to right and print each symbol and the corresponding count on a line. I use a if to make it judge If the list is empty, it simply prints a message the list is empty. And if it isn't empty, then I use a while loop to traverse the list and print each symbol and the corresponding count in each node. And then it is the delete function. I judge if the string specified exists in the list by using the same function in the insert function, which I had already explained. If the list contains a node whose symbol is identical to the string specified in the comment, then the count stored in the node is decremented by 1. If the new count becomes 0, then the node is removed from the list. Say the next of the previous node to the next of the next node of the previous node. It just skip the node should be removed. The FDE function is used to remove each node whose count is less than or equal to the integer value specified by val from the list. Here we call the FDE function force delete. I use the while to judge the count in each node in the list, whether it is less than or equal to the integer value specified. If it is, then remove this node from the list by setting the next of the previous node to the next of the next node of the previous node. Then use another if function to judge if there is another node after PTR after removing. If there is, pointing to the next node and continue to judge the count in it. If else, break the while.
Continue to test the part of code that I write. Firstly, I will enter the comment ins and the string and insert more and more. Okay, and then I'll use the part of code print list to see what is in the list. Now we have K4 and Kate and the count 3, Rebecca and the count 2. And then I will test the part of cost. I will test delete first. And to see what it is now. So when I use the delete, the count of Rebecca is decremented by 1. And then at last I will test the force delete code. And now we can see the code, the code 3, this node Kate with the code Kate with the count 3 is removed from the list. There is only Kay with the count 4 and Rebecca with the count 1. And now end the test.